Hey Pisces, how's it going? This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, meditating on our energies, I was hearing transcending the fire and seeing things in Technicolor. I am so excited for this next chapter. I don't know about you, but I am feeling like, oh, I was also getting fertile soil, like fertile ground, but I'm feeling such a huge, expansive energy that being in places that we haven't been before. And when I say places, I mean like embodying a new facet of our soul's divine integration. I'm so excited. I also saw Wicked 2 this weekend and bawled my eyes out. So, and I feel seen and validated and heard. So there may be a little bit of inspiration in there. All right. So we got Ask Body. Yeah. So I can't help but see this as embodiment, like asking the body who and what you are wanting to become, or who you are really being asked to present to the world. There's like a whole new elevation. There's a new expansion that's asking for us to rise into. And then we have the void at the bottom of the deck. So being in places or being somebody who we haven't been before. Fertile ground, fertile soil. I love this. All right. Spirit, what else is going on? We're doing the Audacity deck today. Ooh, strength. Beautiful. Yeah. And I love the depiction in this deck because it looks a bit softer than the original Rider-Waite deck. But I think that there is a new, we've got the moon too that came out. There's a new level of vulnerability that's asking for us to integrate and to let that be known to our sacred path, our sacred circle. So there's a whole like rewilding energy that I'm feeling. It's very primal. And I think that that's wanting to be embodied. And then we have the High Priestess. Yes, 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 yes. And this is very soul-led, soul-driven, and we've been feeling this for quite some time. And now I think it's finally at a point where we're able to ground it, to bring it out of the body and for it to be visible and to be known to others. So this is like that as above, so below principle. I love this. Such juiciness. All right, Spirit, what else is going on for Pisces? What else is going on for Pisces? New beginnings. Yes, so this gives me like big Lord of the Rings energy, you know, kind of like just going out into a new adventure, a new world. Some of us may be moving and really traversing new land. And I feel like we're getting more in touch with the earth. Earth is very grounding for Pisces. And I think this is just really allowing ourselves to immerse ourselves into that fertile soil, into that fertile ground. And I think that the new beginnings, the new change is going to help blossom us into people who are going to be really inspired by our surroundings, inspired by this new level of being. And then we have hope at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so have hope that your pings, your visions, your dreams really are being implemented at this time. And I was also getting blind belief too. And I don't know if you can see, but there's actually like a figure in the sun, but it's not apparent right off the bat. You have to really, really look at it. So I feel like there's just like a focus on this new expansion, whatever it may be. I love it. I love it. All right, Pisces, this is going to be a reading for us. We're going to kind of see the energies that is we are embodying, and then we're going to see the whole perspective of this new chapter. Beautiful. Yes. Right off the bat, we have the Knight of Wands crossed by the Justice. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, oh. We have the Empress. We have the High Priestess and the Empress. That is exactly what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. I love it. Cool. Okay. And Spirit, can I get... Ooh, beautiful. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, we have this Knight of Wands. So this is pioneer energy. This is moving into a whole new person. Like, this is taking the risk, taking the change. It's that blind belief, transcending the fire, allowing the fire to propel you forward. Fire is the closest element to source. And this is also really tapping into that primal, like the drums are, I also am getting trance medicine here. So allowing the journey that you have been taking internally and allowing yourself to do the external journey now. And I really do feel like this period of time is really going to start to crack open around springtime. So we're in that gestation period. We are really allowing the energies to move through us, to move through all of our chakra systems. And I think we're also preparing for this new cycle. And we have Justice crossing the Knight of Wands. So by moving in this energy, by taking the inspired action, really taking a chance on this download of information, it will bring balance to your world, to it, again, as above, so below. You know, it's integrating the shadow and the light together. And I think we're really focusing on nurturing our dreams, nurturing our goals. And I'm seeing like a spiral staircase that just keeps going up. The more steps that we take on this path, the higher that we are going to not just reach our goals, but reach our highest potential. And we have the Empress crowning us. So being in our receptive, receiving mode, and knowing that we have done the work. We're sitting on our thrones now, and now we're breeding, and we are really birthing a new beginning, a new chapter, whether that be an elevation in your purpose or moving, starting again in a new space. But we have a lot of earth energy here. So I really do think that there is a new wave of finding a new environment for us, because fish absorb their environment. So underneath we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is amazing. And this is also working on our root, really formulating that root chakra. And for Pisces, this has been a lesson for us for the past few years since Saturn has been in our sign. And this is doing the diligence, doing the hard work, being dedicated to the long-term goals. It's that investment, right? And it's also about seeing the bigger picture and also formulating your support system. So this is in our past. We have transcended the mountain. We have come to the other side and are really closing out a chapter. Tens are endings and also new beginnings. And I love that she's here with all of her belongings. She doesn't have much, but she has just enough for her new cycle. And she has all of the tools, all of the elements with her, because she has grounded the work. And that, I think, is where this new expansion is coming from. In our future, we have the moon. So this is tapping into like priestess energy. This is noticing the cycles of the moon and allowing those undercurrents, even if you don't know what the message is right away, allowing whatever it is coming through to go through your spiritual body, energetic body, mental body, emotional body, and to bring out enlightenment and to bring out clarity from the subtle messages that we receive. All right. And I'm going to see what is going on with this moon even further. Spirit, what's going on here? Chariot. Chariot, yes. And we are moving into the year of the horse next year. So we have gone through the year of the snake. We're still shedding the skin, but we're nearing the tail end of the shed. So this is really releasing any sort of fears, any sort of doubts that just may be kind of, up in the back, like, oh, can I really do this? Is this really the right choice? Because when we are at a precipice of a new beginning, all of those questions start to surface. But this, with the Chariot and the Hermit clarifying the moon, this is move even with the fear. Because when you move with the fear, you're showing Spirit, like, I'm ready to move anyways. This has been a hard cycle for the past few years. And now I think we're really moving into that expansive energy. And especially with Jupiter is our traditional ruler. And Jupiter wants to expand. It wants to give us what we want, but we have to come into orbit with exactly what that is. And I think we have now done the work to clarify and know what we want. So the moon, Chariot, Hermit, and the Three of Swords. So this is moving even through the painful cycle, because the painful cycle is at an end. We are finishing and wrapping up that cycle of heartbreak, of betrayal, anything with Three of Swords. And now we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. It is that blind belief. We are moving with blind belief that this will succeed. And I think we're going to be moving and seeing things in more Technicolor. We're going to be seeing more expansive opportunities, more collaborations with soul-aligned people. And I think there's going to be a level of fulfillment that we have not felt before. And it's really going to crack us open. And after being in a period of scattered energies, of conflict, suspension, we have allowed ourselves to transmute the fire and to gain a new perspective on our trajectory moving forward. So I love this. This is beautiful. Okay. All right, Spirit. Where are we moving to? What is in the future? Three of Wands. Yeah. Taking a bold new leap to uncharted territories. And this is coming from that inner alchemy, that inner soul fire. Can I get one more, Spirit? I'm seeing a lot of these, so much fire, so much fire. I'm seeing these dots on the Three of Wands. And to me, they look like little glimmers. You know how when, if you're out in the forest or whatever, you lay a path to lead you back home. I feel like this is leading you to your next expansion. Following the glimmers, following the magic, and flowing with the currents, flowing with the cycles, Because I feel like we're also being led to places that feel more like home. There's no place like home. There's a lot of Wizard of Oz references in this reading. And it's also allowing yourself to be misunderstood by friends, family, whoever, because when you are operating out of truth and out of alignment, you will find people who will magnetize and grow with you. And that is the level of connection that we are really sinking into. We also have the King of Wands. So this is entrepreneurial energy. This is stepping into the masculine, embodying the masculine, and knowing it's almost like you are grounding all of your dreams, all of your wishes. You have found the loophole. Now you're allowing it to come down and say, I have the tools, I have the resources now to be able to bring that dream into reality because of the work that you have done, because of the releasing, because of the shedding, because of the determination and the resilience that Saturn has taught us. We are now entering into this. We are putting the crown on us and are stepping into the divine mission fully. No longer splitting and really moving forward from a place of faith and hope. So, ooh, I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, Spirit, what else is going on for Pisces? What's happening? Dog barking, advice from a friend. I'm also getting very like Hecate energy here. She is, the hounds are very close to her. And I also see like the Strophalos here. So, and she embodies crossroads energy. And she also has 2 torches that light her path. So allowing yourself to flow into spirit, get yourself into that mindset of I am transcending the fire and also the 3D. And that's with any sort of transition. We have harp, great happiness. Yeah. And this is what we have been really wanting more of in our lives. And I think once we get to this new place, we're really going to have a big, not just release, but understanding of how fucking powerful we are. Even in spite of the pain, the betrayal, the hurt, the trauma that this past chapter has caused. Now we're entering into, I can do fucking anything. I am the Empress. I am the High Priestess. I am the Magician. I can wield my dreams into reality. And that's what Pisces is. We transcend reality. And we are so fluid, and we pick up on the subtleties that not just people give us, but what Spirit gives us. And when Spirit says, go this way, we know how to say, I'm going that way. I can't describe it. Can't give you any logical explanation other than it's a feeling. And that doesn't make sense to anybody but us. And it's learning to trust that even more, because that is what is getting you your ultimate fulfillment and your ultimate happiness. I'm so proud of us. Spirit, what advice is here for Pisces? Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. This reading feels a lot like Sagittarius energy, which makes sense because we are in Sagittarius season. We've got connect. Yeah. So I think that there's a new level of connection happening, whether that is in your actual life or online. You're meeting new people with similar visions, similar goals, and are learning to connect to help uplift you in whatever it is that you're building. We have the keep going, give, and have faith. So I really feel like we're building a legacy. We are building something that is going to help other people, and keeping that faith and keeping the vision strong is what is going to help us build a stronger foundation and to rise in our evolution. I absolutely love this. So, alrighty, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in a personal reading, the link for that is in the description box below. But please let me know what you're doing. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. I would love to be, in on all of this energy. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. Blessed be.